Ancient Greece is one of the most influential civilizations in human history. Even though it existed more than 2,000 years ago, its ideas and achievements continue to shape the modern world. Concepts like democracy, philosophy, science, and the Olympic Games all began in ancient Greece. To understand why this civilization is so important, we need to explore how it developed, what made it unique, and how it influenced future generations. Ancient Greece was not a single unified country. Instead, it was made up of many independent city-states, each with its own government, laws, and traditions. Among the most famous were Athens and Sparta. These two cities represented very different ways of life. Athens was known as the cultural and intellectual center of Greece. It was here that democracy began to develop. In Athens, citizens had the right to participate in decision-making, which was a revolutionary idea for that time. However, it is important to note that not everyone was considered a citizen. Women, slaves, and foreigners were excluded from political life. Despite this limitation, the idea that ordinary people could have a voice in government was a major step forward in human history. Sparta, in contrast, was a highly disciplined and militaristic society. The main focus of Spartan life was the army. From a young age, boys were trained to become soldiers, learning endurance, obedience, and combat skills. Spartan society valued strength and loyalty above all else. While Athens focused on art and philosophy, Sparta focused on power and military dominance. Geography played a key role in shaping ancient Greece. The region is full of mountains and islands, which made communication and travel between areas difficult. As a result, city-states developed independently and often competed with each other. At the same time, Greece's access to the sea encouraged trade and exploration. Greek merchants traveled across the Mediterranean, exchanging goods and ideas with other civilizations. One of the most important periods in Greek history was the conflict with the Persian Empire. The Persians were one of the most powerful empires in the world, and they attempted to conquer Greece in the early 5th century BC. This led to a series of wars known as the Greco-Persian Wars. One of the most famous battles of this period was the Battle of Marathon in 490 BC, where the Athenians achieved an unexpected victory against a larger Persian force. Another legendary event was the Battle of Thermopylae, where a small group of Spartans, led by King Leonidas, resisted the Persian army. Although the Spartans were eventually defeated, their bravery became a symbol of courage and sacrifice. In the end, the Greek city-states managed to unite and defeat the Persian forces. This victory gave the Greeks confidence and allowed their culture to flourish. Athens entered a period known as the Golden Age, especially under the leadership of Pericles. During this time, art, architecture, and philosophy reached new heights. The Parthenon, one of the most famous buildings in the world, was constructed during this era. Philosophy was one of ancient Greece's greatest contributions to the world. Greek philosophers tried to understand life, knowledge, and the universe through reason and observation. Among the most important thinkers were Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Socrates is known for his method of questioning, encouraging people to think deeply and challenge their assumptions. Plato, his student, wrote dialogues and founded a school known as the Academy. Aristotle, a student of Plato, made important contributions to many fields, including biology, logic, and ethics. His work influenced science and philosophy for centuries. Greek culture was rich and diverse. Theater was an important part of life, with plays performed in large outdoor theaters. These plays explored themes such as love, power, fate, and human nature. Greek literature and drama continue to be studied and performed today. Religion also played a central role in daily life. The Greeks believed in many gods who controlled different aspects of the world. Zeus was the king of the gods, Athena represented wisdom, and Poseidon ruled the seas. Temples were built in honor of these gods, and festivals were held to celebrate them. Another important tradition that began in ancient Greece was the Olympic Games. First held in 776 BC, these games were dedicated to Zeus and brought together athletes from different city-states. The games promoted competition, unity, and physical excellence. Today, the modern Olympic Games continue this tradition on a global scale. Despite its many achievements, ancient Greece was often divided by conflict. Rivalries between city-states led to wars, the most famous being the Peloponnesian War between Athens and Sparta. This long and destructive conflict weakened both sides and reduced their power. Eventually, Greece was conquered by Alexander the Great, a powerful leader from Macedonia. He created a vast empire that spread Greek culture across a large part of the known world, including Egypt and Persia. This period is known as the Hellenistic Age, during which Greek ideas mixed with other cultures. After the death of Alexander, his empire was divided, and Greek territories gradually fell under the control of the Roman Empire. Although Greece lost its independence, its cultural influence remained strong. The legacy of ancient Greece is still visible today. Modern political systems are influenced by Greek democracy. Philosophy, science, and education continue to build on ideas developed by Greek thinkers. Architecture, art, and literature also reflect Greek influence. Ancient Greece teaches us the importance of knowledge, critical thinking, and participation in society. It shows how a relatively small civilization can have a lasting impact on the world. Even though it existed thousands of years ago, its ideas continue to inspire people and shape the future. From independent city-states to a civilization that changed the course of history, ancient Greece remains one of the most important chapters in the story of humanity.